Galamsey is complex. Much like corruption, it's easy to just say, end the corruption, stop the stealing, stop the polluting of the water bodies. But that oversimplifies and it doesn't actually present a sustainable solution to the problem. Right? What is the problem? Why are people polluting the water bodies? Poverty. It's driven by a lack of economic opportunities. It's driven by a lack of social mobility. It's driven by a massive gap and driven by the failure of leadership and the failure of government to create the right environment to lead to socioeconomic transformation.
But isn't it imbecile level poverty to say because you don't have food to eat or a battery to power some equipment in your home, you will rid your community of drinking water?
Yes, but you see, it is, of course, when we look at it from that perspective, for sure. But what I'm saying here is, in no way will I defend the activities, but I'm saying that if you want to stop it and you don't understand the underlying cause of it, you will fail. So if we don't address the economic issues and how we create economic opportunities, because I read a report somewhere, I can't attest to the validity of the numbers, but it seemed to suggest that as many as 2 million Ghanaians are involved.
It's an industry,
right?
It's a legitimate industry now.
So, and I think this is why, if you look at a lot of what President Mahama has discussed about this, he speaks about not eliminating it, but doing it in an environmentally responsible way, right? We have all these resources, right? If we look at, look at the fact that our gold, the amount of gold we've had, some of our mines have been mined for 100 years. What transformation has come out of that?
What do we have to show for it?
What do we have to show for it? What do we have to show for it? And the disconnect between the resources that God has endowed us with and blessed us with versus what the people on the ground see, feel, and experience, right? And so I don't think that we have been fair to a lot of the communities that give us all these resources, right? We've not been fair to them. And it's one thing to not do anything for them, but it's another thing to allow the sort of degradation that has occurred in many of these communities.
That makes them so desperate.
Yes.
That they will do the very
things. So Galamsey, it's a public health issue, but it's also an economic issue.
True.
And if we just focus on the public health and we don't look at the economic issues and we don't understand the political economy at play,